January by the Division of Wildlife was completed on March 1st. I've been reviewing the information reported to the Division of Wildlife, and I'm very pleased at the feedback that I've received, indicating our program was indeed administered quickly, efficiently, and humanely. I have reviewed the report issued by the Shaker Heights Deer Task Force, as well as the results of the 5 issues pertaining to deer culling that were on last week's ballot. Amazingly, the numbers across the board are similar to our own experience here. Residents recognize there is a significant problem. Residents recognize the problem cannot be ignored, and residents overwhelmingly favor having the problem addressed, even if it is by lethal means. Now, the residents of the 5 southern ring communities have approved hunting by bow and or longbow, and the Shaker Heights recommendation is to use sharpshooters, although trap and bolt is also on their list. Interestingly, according to PETA, bow hunting is among the cruelest form of wildlife control. We will be looking at all aspects of our program, meeting with the Division of Wildlife and others to discuss additional strategies, and we will be conducting a deer survey in late summer. I will continue my own research and will continue to be open to exploring those options that show promise. All these efforts will assist us in ensuring our program continues to be well researched, well thought out, and well conducted. While I've had long and productive conversations with some great people on both sides of our deer issue, conversations that will help us continue learning about options that may be available to us, they have been overshadowed by the negative yammering of a few. These productive conversations aside, several things have been said, printed, or received of late that give us pause. We have heard repeatedly over the past months that our management program was somehow incepted in secret, which is false. We have heard dramatized claims about our program, which were false. We have heard about the cost of our program, and if those numbers were not coming from me, they again were false. We have had persons stand before this council, falsely represent themselves as residents of this community, and outright lie. As I said, we have heard much, and I know there are some who think that just because words are shouted, they will be listened to. There are some who believe that if we are louder than anyone else, we represent a majority. Nothing, absolutely nothing, could be further from the truth. Yes, we hear. We hear the shouts, the innuendo, the threats. We hear the lies, the misrepresentations, the rude comments. Yet what is it we listen to? We have also heard the compliments, the recognition that we have done what we must. So again, what is it we will listen to? I've tried to answer every one of the criticisms or concerns voiced by our Lyndhurst residents and some outside our community, and to acknowledge the positive comments I have received as well. I, for one, am especially grateful for those residents of our city who have gone out of their way to reach out to me and the members of our council with their support of our efforts on their behalf, knowing their communication was prompted by their knowledge of how our program was really being conducted, and in some case, outrage at the machinations of those opposed. While we hear them all, we have and we shall continue to listen carefully to those reasonable, rational, fact-based statements, no matter how loudly they are offered, that provide suggestions on how we can address the needs of our community effectively, economically, and always in a humane manner, representative of our community. It is only through communication, only by all of us listening to those thoughts offered worth listening to from both sides, that we can hope to exercise influence. Mr. Chairman, I don't have anything further yet this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Ward. Finance Committee report, Mr. Martin.
I have no